Hey everybody, let's do a quick recap of Thursday of the MLB Algorithm. Just want to talk about some results. Algorithm had an okay day. Looks like we kind of a washer. We beat the odds makers a little bit. We had some things like San Francisco a little further down. When I sent out this projection in the morning, San Francisco was right about here. They were still much further down than the odds makers had them. The odds maker had them as the biggest favorite of the day, and they ended up losing. We at least had these four teams on top, and they all win. That's great. They all win and they all cover, by the way. So that in a sense is beating the odds makers, and that's good. We hit one of our underdogs, but Boston doesn't win. And some stuff gets messy down here. Now, I had a round robin pick with a bunch of winners on it, or just teams to win the game. I bet like 7 of them, and I did terrible. I missed Washington plus 1.5. Baltimore lost. I had Boston, they lost. Like, I didn't make money on that ticket. But I had a different ticket. It was a 6-team round robin, and this is what the $1 parlay paid for the 6-team parlay. It's 43 to 1, and I used the algorithm to craft these picks. I took the Dodgers minus 1.5 mid-game, took the over in this Washington Marlins game I talked about, took Cleveland's overruns, Yankees overruns, Baltimore overruns, got very lucky with the last run in the last inning, even though they didn't win the game. And then I had the under in the hockey game. So all those, that paid I won like over $500 on a $50 bet. So it was like 10 to 1 overall in the round robin. So, you know, I looked at runs that this thing was projecting, which is why I picked this. I picked them to win. I could have taken Atlanta to cover, but I just didn't. The Yankees runs and, you know, good. I had Baltimore runs, got super lucky. They just barely get there. But you can see I stayed away from like Boston's runs because these runs weren't projected to be as high. I stayed away from Milwaukee and Philadelphia. I did the over in this game because the algorithm said that there was going to be a ton of runs in this game, right here. Said there was going to be a bunch, so I went over 8.5, no problem, right? I mean, they hit it in like the 5th inning. So it worked out, and that's why when you play a lot of different picks and use the algorithm to craft them, you can have days like this. And so it's a big over $500 day, risking under a couple $100. And another thing I did today actually was I live bet the Yankees when they went down, and I live bet the Orioles when they went down a few runs at ridiculous lines. Both of them came back and tied the game up like a few innings later, and I cashed out of my bets and made like 2.5 to 1 on each of them. Even though I would have won more had I held the Yankees one, but I would have lost if I had held the Baltimore one. So I cashed out both of them and made profit there as well. Another thing you can do, taking advantage of when a team goes down, to bet them if the algorithm thinks they're going to win. All these teams, the Dodgers, Cleveland, the Yankees, Arizona, Baltimore, and they kind of came back to tie but then lost. And those teams all were down at some point a couple runs or more, and all came back to win. These 4 came back to win. This one did not win, but these did. And that can result in just really great profitable bets when you're watching the game and live betting these teams to come back and win when it's early. So that worked out. Yeah, it was a decent day. I feel like we kind of beat the odds makers. It was kind of a wash. We hit one of our underdogs. We moved San Francisco down a little more and they lost, so that's good. But we, only 7-4. Although I do like seeing these top 4 games win, and I'll see how you guys did. It just is what it is. So that's the review for Thursday. Friday's games are all late. I haven't prepared the file yet. I will prepare it tomorrow morning and send it out to those who pay to subscribe. You can go to kenbraverman.com and pay. It's $20 for a week, and you get on the email list for a week and get this file every day. And so hopefully it was a good day for you. It was a good day for me. We're on a nice run with the MLB algorithm over the last couple weeks. It's been feeling, you're seeing a lot of positive days. I mean, 64% win rate today. Some of these games get flipped to the bottom, so almost, pay attention more to the stuff at the top. That's kind of more reasonable. Like this stuff here, everything over 10% especially. You keep going back days. There's another day, 4 in a row. 3 and 1 above 10%. 5 and 1, right? So it has been pretty good up top. Here's a choppy day, right? You used to see more of this. I call these barber pole days when it's just a random noise pattern. That's bad. That means that you're not doing anything good. But yeah, good. So anyway, we'll continue on, keep it on, and get back at it again tomorrow and see what games there are, and be back with a video. So good luck, everyone. May all your picks be winning, and may all your picks have won.